Hello, everyone. Um, I'm sure we're fine. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, it's another one today, and I want to talk about abuses. Now, the reason I have to talk about this topic is because I think the assault, the whatever we're having nowadays in marriage, can be related to some suppose or assume irrelevant things that was happening in courtship and we did not pay attention to. So that's why I had to do this today. So that's why I had to do this today. Now, I want to be talking about receivings. I don't have any issues with you praying and saying that you received someone to be your brother or your husband or your wife. I don't have any issues with that. In fact, it's also my school of thought. Anyone close to me will know that. I don't have any issues with that. Now, but there's a place of God and there's our own place. There's a place of man in any form of relationship, which I think we as individuals, we are not paying attention to. A place of God is, okay, you prayed, you had a convention, or you prayed, God spoke to you, whichever way, or you prayed. You had some level of peace within you. Those are all still form of God communicating to you about a particular person. You understand? Now, that's the place of God, which God is ever and always faithful to. Now, the place of man, which is very, very important and can't be ignored, is the place of who the person is, our personality, our makeup, and all the likes, and which also needed to be pay attention. We need to pay attention to them too. So God is saying this person is your wife to be, or is your husband to be. God is saying it does not necessarily mean you have to hook up to this person. If this person is killing you, if this person is maltreating you, if this person is treating you unfair, if the whole thing is looking like wow, 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 and you just have to stay there because you said God said. Ha! No, ma, no, sir. It does not work that way. Yes. Quote me anyway. It does not work that way. Now, the place of man is what I want to really focus on today. When God told you that this person is your sister or your wife or your husband, it's your own, what's it called now? To now check out if you can tolerate this person excesses, if you can tolerate this person personality, if there is a way you can walk around it, if this person is teachable and learnable and have the capacity to unlearn. Those are the things you watch out in a relationship. You don't just base all your conviction on this God said and that is it, and I'm just ready, I just have to do God's will, I just have to obey God's will, I just have to do this, and you just stay there. If you get married with that mindset, you'll be so frustrated, and that is when they talk about God's will can be frustrating. Yes, because the truth of the matter is God did his own part, but you refuse to do your own part. You refuse to pay attention to your own part. That you tend to be so carried away with emotional feelings and all the likes, and it's blindfolded you to the real picture of who your partner is. Now, one of those things. Now, word abuse. That is what I want to talk on in this video. Word abuse, like the use of words. The use of words. The use of words is one of those major signals that you know that there is a tendency for a physical abuse by the way this person talks to me. I just wish we get this. I know we are doing. Now, by the way this person talks to me, the use of words, how this person talk to me, the manner of approach, how this person sees me. Does this person love me and appreciates me and does that by the way he talks to me? There are other ways, but because I want to focus on this today, permit me everything I'll be saying now. Now, I am not saying that is just everything. I am not saying that is just all we needed to just pay attention to, but because I'm focusing on this one today, so everything I'll be saying, we focus on this. Now, the use of words when a brother is telling you, or a sister, not even a brother, this one is not gender thing. When a sister or a brother is telling you, I don't like the way you look. I don't like the way you look. Look at your nose. Look at your leg. Can't you walk straight? Why is your mouth like this? Why is this? Why you always like this? Why are you so shabbish? You know, those things get to you unconsciously. They don't need your permission to get to you. They go there straight. So with time, that's those things that got to you unconsciously will now play out to you. And you would not even be able to hold back because you don't even know when they were coming to you. You understand? Now, the truth of the matter is, anyone that loves you should love you, even by his words, by the way he talks to you. Even if there's something wrong about you, there's a way this message can be passed across to you, or you can pass it across to this person such that this person will not feel low or feel less of himself or herself. At a point where you talk to a particular person and you just notice this person feel moody, and you just notice this person with time start asking you, okay, do I feel okay today? Okay, do I dress well today? It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. It is unhealthy. And trust me, you cannot afford to stay in this kind of relationship for so long because with time, you get used to the fact that you are not okay. Because this person has always been telling you are not okay. So even if you now see someone that appreciates you, you will not even believe it. And this kind of person telling you words like this, that, okay, you're looking shabbish, you're looking so unkempt, you're looking this, you're looking that, you're looking this and this and this and this. Trust me, this person can one day give you a dirty slap once you're married and tell you, get out, can't you go and wash your clothes, can't you go and dress there, can't you look at the way she's looking, so ugly. Yes, this person can say that to you one day in that marriage because the person is just in that little part of you and is complaining. So when you now get married to him and you are both married, or you get married to her, you are both married, and he's now seeing the full package, how would the person now treat you? Then the person will now also come out with in his own full or in a whole full package, and before you know it, there is issues, there is jamming of heads together, and the whole thing is just going like that. So that is why you can't just afford to let go of relationship that have feel or that are just all about bad words, unpleasant words, unnice words to you. Now, how do you know? How do you know that this thing is getting to me, and this person is damaging my person, and is damaging who I should be? Is when those things get to you, how do you feel? A lot of people are unconsciously walking through life. Meanwhile, life is not meant to be unconsciously walked through. If you're unconsciously walking through life, there are some stages of your life that you're so unconsciously walk through because they're also all lives. So, and relationship, marriage is one thing you can't imagine or you can't afford to unconsciously walk through. So when you get things like that, when you see things like that, the signal you know that this thing is getting to me is there's a way you feel when people talk to you that way. So why not go back to yourself, withdraw back to yourself, take a time alone and ask yourself, whenever this person says things like this, whenever this person says these things like this, how do I feel? How does this get to me? How do I feel about them? How does it make me feel? Then note how it makes you feel. Note how it makes you feel, and note how this make you feel, and let this partner know about it. For those that care about you and where you know that this person really loves you and care about you, will rather apologize and tell you, I'm very sorry, I don't mean those, I never knew those things were getting to you. I'm really very sorry. Please just trust me, I'll get better, and the likes. And with time, you see them get better. But whoever that tells you, that is me, and there's nothing we can do about it. So, well, And the next thing, he goes out to buy you gifts, go out to buy you things. It's the person is bribing you, or she goes out to cook for you, and like the person is bribing you. That issue is not yet addressed, and that is who that person is, and there's nothing you can do about it, just as he or she has said. So the best thing is just take a pause and talk senses to yourself. I can't proceed into this. This is unhealthy for me. You should be able to pick on healthy relationship. Pick on healthy people around you and create boundaries. People like that can be your friends, as the case may be, because as well you can also determine they getting close to you and not getting close to you. But don't allow such a person be your partner. Be your partner. You get better when you marry. You get more productive. Fine. It's not like you're not productive before, but you get more productive when you are married. So, and people just telling you such words can't make you productive. It's rather lessen you. It's not like you're looking for the validation of men here, but the truth of the matter is that those things get to you. It's not that you don't know how good you are. It's not that you don't appreciate yourself. It's not that, no, it's not. But the truth is, those things get to you with or without your consent. That's the truth. And the only way you don't allow it to get to you is if you consciously tell yourself, I am not this. And you can't continue saying that in that relationship. For you to be able to tell yourself, I am not this. I am not who this person says I am. Then you should be able to tell yourself, I cannot withstand this in you. I cannot tolerate it because I appreciate myself. So that is why we needed to pay more attention to people around us. Play your own part. Don't leave this whole thing to God alone to do. Play your own part. And let's try as much as possible to stop all form of abuses in marriage. Stop all form of abuses in marriage. Because these are things that extend into marriage. I'm sure we don't want to live horrible. Nobody wanted horrible marriage or relationship, or marriage especially. Nobody wanted horrible marriage. That's the truth. Nobody. But the truth is, what we do in courtship, as I've always said, determines what happens in your marriage. So be sensitive to the person you're in a relationship with, and look at those things they have. Are they things I can tolerate? You understand? And I know that single sister, that single brother will actually enjoy his marriage. Thank you very much. See you next time in my next video. Bye. Because I promised it won't be long, so I have to stick to it. So thank you. Bye. Take care.